What's up, everyone? I'm back today, and it's day 16 of 75 Hard. Currently at work on my shift. I started off today at 4 a.m. and went to work for my shift starting at 5. I'll be here till 5 p.m. and it's currently 1:48 p.m. I already did my 45-minute outdoor workout. I rucked up and down this Lease Road with my 45-pound backpack. I'm feeling pretty good. I added a little bit of extra carbs to my diet, so about 200 calories and roughly 50 extra carbs. It's been so hot out here and I'm just constantly burning calories. I was dropping weight way too fast and I need to be able to function. So that's what I did. You don't want to make too big of jumps whenever you add something in or take something out. If you were to drop calories, you would want to do it in stages. You don't want to go from whatever you're at to dropping, say, 500 calories a day when you could drop 200 or so and run that for a week and see how things are. But here's where I'm at. I'm at my shift. There's the wellhead. It's just a single well pad. We got the oil and water tanks over there. Looks like a water truck's taking a load, and then the separators and compressor are over there. My camper's over there in the background. So got the whole setup out here. It's nice having only one well, one report. That's what I do each hour. I monitor the production, which is just a matter of looking at an app and tracking what we made compared to last hour. And I send a text each hour. And then at the end of my shift, I put together an Excel sheet listing basically the same things that I put into the texts. Pretty easy. I go through and dump some scrubber tanks about every 3 hours, and that's about it, other than if something goes wrong, which luckily, since the compressor's been running and everything's been lined out with the wellhead all the way opened up, there hasn't been any issues. But like I said, I just have to monitor each hour and make sure nothing's leaking and make sure these trucks come. The water trucks have been running just non-stop since we started. The water rate's falling off to where they take a load about every other hour, but they're here all day. Oil loads I turn in whenever they need to be picked up, and they usually get behind. So sometimes I'm sitting on 700 barrels of oil out here, which is about 2 full tanks. Each tank holds 400 barrels, each one of those tanks that I showed. So 2 of those, one of them's specifically water, one of them's water or oil, and then 3 are designated strictly for oil. But sometimes I'll have to switch tanks, which is a matter of just climbing the stairs and swapping valves. Opening a valve and shutting a valve. Pretty simple. But yeah, other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm adjusting to this day shift still. Usually each morning around 7 to 9 a.m. I'm very tired and exhausted feeling. Even if I sleep all night, it's just getting used to being awake at this time again after working nights for 5 weeks straight. It's pretty difficult sometimes. So that's why I started doing my outdoor workout at that time, as opposed to doing it when I'm off work or before work or after work even. After work, it's just so hot out here. It's ridiculous. So I'm using that to wake me up in the mornings. It allows me to get it done before people start showing up, like the company man or the pumper. The pumper comes by every day and I give him a basic rundown of the numbers for totals for yesterday of production and what we hauled off. And all the oil load tickets and water load tickets. Pretty simple though, it's not difficult at all. I'm used to doing it. It doesn't take very long to do it. So I've been spending a lot of my extra time looking up different ways to make money other than doing this. And I'll talk about more of that whenever it actually becomes more of a reality instead of just me still researching on what I'm doing. But definitely something I'm looking into. I would like to just earn as much as I can while I'm out here, and I feel like I'm wasting time. Even though I'm on the clock making money per day, I still have a lot of extra time that I could be utilizing to make more. So like I've said at the beginning of this program, I'm trying to use that as an extra step or task throughout the day and try to make something of my extra time. I get stuck on these jobs so many times where I'm able to do other things, but it's just like you get this lost feeling in your mind. Like, what do you do? Like, what can you do? And you always see all these people on the internet supposedly making money doing different things, which you can't really trust anybody. And a lot of times it's a scam to get you to pay them to teach you how to scam other people. And it's just like, what do you believe anymore? So I try to keep it real and show you what I do, or talk about my day, or how I'm maintaining my schedule, because it's very difficult to work this many days in a row and these hours and still do the program and try to do other things. But that's the case for most people. It's like we work so much so we can have just like basic things, and then the times that we were off, we're like recovering from work, and then we go back to work, and it's just this nonstop spiral. And this is not how you're supposed to live. You should be able to enjoy your free time and do things with your family that don't like break the bank, and it shouldn't be like just a once a year thing. We're not designed as humans to live like that. And you got to break away from that. Some people are going to live like that their entire lives, and it's not necessarily their fault, but also it is. Like, we all have the same amount of time per day. We just got to be able to utilize it and make the most of it, because we only get one chance at this, and there's no like instruction manual. Most of us weren't born into having everything we need, and a lot of us weren't even raised with any advice. So we just gotta take a stand, take charge, lead the way for other people. We gotta learn along the way. We're gonna make mistakes. It's gonna be hard, but it's better to make the mistakes whenever you're first getting started. That way it's something you can overcome, compared to whenever you got a lot of things going on and it's a huge mistake and it just derails everything you're doing. So all I can say is just keep doing your best, and you should be proud of yourself for making it to day 16. Still got a long ways to go, and it's not just 75 days. It's designed to be a lifelong way of living. So get after it, and I'll be back tomorrow for day 17. Peace.